I'm Basia Sokolowska, taking you through my creative alphabet. This episode is titled T for Towards Islands. Towards Islands is a set of 24 watercolors, or more precisely watercolor drawings, that I made in Malabar in Sydney in 2017. At that point, I was thinking about making the island's photographs dedicated to Agnes Martin as part of the last installment of my homage project. Also in 2017, in February, earlier that year, I completed my equivalence series and exhibited in Warsaw. That body of work was dedicated to Georgia O'Keeffe. So I felt there wasn't really enough time between the two projects to start making the final images for the islands. Anyway, the way I work is quite slow, and it takes me months or sometimes years to come up with the final images on the theme that I feel I need to explore. Such was the case with my earlier series, for example, adaptation series. These are the final images of the adaptation, and in order to do these photographs, I had to go through quite a long journey of making other images, and some of them were actually good enough to be exhibited. They are quite strong images, and someone actually asked me, why didn't you stop there and show these photographs? The reason why was that I felt there was more for me to explore, and because my art making is an adventure which primary objective is my own exploration rather than exhibiting or selling or sharing it with the world. I felt it wasn't really ready, it wasn't really what I was after. So I just kept going until I reached the stage when the images were what I wanted them to be. With the islands, with the series The Islands, the situation was a little bit different, because I knew that the final images were going to be photographs which I would make in my studio. I needed a very particular, very precise setup for that. So making these watercolor drawings weren't really in the same media or the same environment or the same frame of mind as making a studio photographs. But now I feel they were quite important. They were quite important because they were my way of being with the island, being with this border between the water and the land, and observing the interaction between the two, and that time sort of translated, and that experience translated in watercolor drawings, which is also a water-related medium. A watercolor is also, we could say, it's a place where water meets the dry substance of paper and changes it forever. So that's what Towards Islands are about. I title them Towards Islands because they are a completed set of images, a body of work made in a particular time and place. So they are not part of the islands, but they were a very important stage in my growing towards the islands photographs.